Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 23rd, and most of you know that I worked in technology for over 40 years. And I worked on some very complicated systems when I was designing and programming for the business community, for retail stores and mail order houses, and in some cases some social businesses. But none of the businesses that I worked on is as complicated as Twitter. When I look at what's going on in Twitter, I realize that Elon Musk made a monumental error. He never could have imagined the problems that he would be faced with, and his ideas of righting the company would be a disaster. Because Twitter is not a single location business or even a United States business with a couple of different offices around the country. This is a worldwide organization with employees in places that you would never imagine. They have a group of employees who work in Ghana, in Africa. And those employees had their staffs cut. But the laws in Ghana are not the same laws that we deal with in the United States. The labor laws are much different. And now Musk is being sued under the labor laws of Ghana. And in Ghana, when you let people go, there's compensation that you have to approve beyond what he wants to give to them. So he's being sued in Ghana. And these types of things are going to happen all over this deal that he has made. And the employees in Ghana are claiming that Musk is discriminating against them, and that he deliberately and recklessly flouted the laws of Ghana, and he's trying to silence and intimidate them since they were fired. And this team has hired a group of lawyers to defend their situation. And they are demanding that Twitter comply with the West African nations' labor laws. And those labor laws include this additional severance pay, plus relevant benefits in line with what other Twitter employees will receive. The Ghana office in Accra, the capital, was only opened a couple of days before Musk went on this rampage. And there were several employees there who did not live in Ghana but moved to Ghana to be employed by Twitter. So this Ghana firing is really a mess. And these employees have demanded 3 months' gross salary as severance pay, repatriation expenses for the staff that moved in from out of Ghana, vesting of the stock options provided for in their contracts, and other benefits such as the healthcare continuation that was offered to the staff worldwide. And Musk claims he's treating the people in Ghana the same as he's treating everybody else. And apparently they don't agree with him. So Ghana is an outlying nation, but they want everything they're entitled to. Because if you think that when the people in Ghana sue, that there are other parts of the organization in different regions of the world that will take advantage of their local laws. It could be that Twitter will never get itself straightened out. They could be facing lawsuits for years. So why? Why did Elon Musk even get himself involved? Paying the $1 billion fine to close the deal, to get out of a deal, looks to me like a monumental bargain. I don't know how he feels about it. He's probably a very proud man and believes that everything he is doing is right, and he was successful. Look what he did with Tesla, look what he did with PayPal. And yes, those were successful, but they are different types of businesses. They did not involve millions and billions of people. You know, you manufacture cars, you sell it to families, you sell it to individuals. You have factories that build the cars, and you have sales locations. Yes, you have sales locations around the world. But people have to come into your store. Maybe you could sell a car remotely also, but people have to come into the store and meet with the salespeople and buy something. It's not like Twitter, when you have a couple of billion individuals trying to use your product. And you have to watch everything that they say. And then, of course, you have to worry about the things that they do say. And you have to have some pretty smart algorithms to figure out what people are trying to say. So Twitter is not your everyday 5 and 10, It's not a business that could easily be understood in a couple of lectures or something. Probably took years to figure it out. And so based upon that, I am sure that Elon Musk is going to have a terrible time trying to get this thing straightened out and get it to run the way he thinks the business should run, which is probably all wrong to begin with. Because it's obvious that the man didn't do his homework, that he didn't take the time necessary, that he didn't sit down with a team of experts and look at this whole business thoroughly before he made that ridiculous $44 billion offer. And maybe that was the right amount of money, and maybe it wasn't. But certainly the way this thing is turning out, it looks like it's going to be a disaster for Musk and a disaster for the company of Twitter. And all of those employees, the 700 and the 7,500 employees who existed before he came on board, and I don't know how many still exist, because he's on this firing rampage, which he thinks is going to straighten everything out. Do you think the people who were running Twitter didn't know what they were doing and didn't realize the fact that he needed every single one of those little groups to operate? And maybe there was a little bit of overkill. Maybe you had a couple of hundred employees who you really, really, really didn't need. But maybe you did need them because there are emergencies that crop up when you're dealing with technology. And technology is just something that people are not going to wait a couple months for things to get fixed. Something goes wrong, you have to have immediate fixing. You cannot delay. This is not like sending the car to the auto body shop and waiting 3 or 4 months for the thing to be fixed. No. This is technology. Instantaneous action is required. So Musk has dug himself a great big hole, and it's slowly filling up with dirt. And I leave you with those crazy thoughts this morning. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.